The Brooklyn Nets just won their third game in a row. Through 16 games, they are now 8-8 and as of now are the 7th best team in the Eastern Conference. Since the East is so weak, I would say they're quite comfortably in the playoff zone, but we're missing the bigger picture here. Brooklyn should have been better. They've lost to rebuilding Memphis, Indiana while they were struggling, Detroit, you name it. But now they're on a 3-game winning streak. They won 4 out of their last 5 and the team seems better. So what has happened? Obviously they've played better, but one person has been missing from their starting lineup for the last 5 games, and that's their superstar, Kyrie Irving. Could it really be that Brooklyn is actually better off without Kyrie? Hey guys, Purple Prince here, and today we talk about Kyrie Irving and figure out whether he's the ultimate team killer. Before we start, I just want you to remind about a couple of things. Like the video, share and subscribe, enable bell notifications. Okay, let's go. Back in 2011, Kyrie Irving was the #1 pick of the 2011 draft. A great, young, talented player who Cleveland fans were craving for since LeBron left them in free agency for Miami Heat. Nobody was expecting great team success right away because Kyrie's so young, you need other pieces, and so on. And boy was Kyrie great in his rookie year. He won the award and averaged 18.5 points and 5.4 assists. Cleveland as a team though won only 21 games. To be super transparent, that was only a 66-game season because of a lockout. Still, not close to playoffs. Next year, Kyrie averaged more than 20 points per game, made the All-Star team for the first time, everything was great individually for him, but the team won only 24 games. 2013-14 season, Kyrie plays great, makes the All-Star team again, but the Cavaliers, again, not close to the playoffs. The team was bad, there's no doubt about that, but great players should push their teams to the playoffs, right? Not mentioning the bad results, Kyrie gets credited for being a bad leader, not willing to do certain things on the court, and pretty much just playing for himself. That's not good for his reputation. Well, LeBron comes back to Cleveland and 3 years in a row the Cavs have 50+ wins, make the finals every year, and finally win the championship for the city of Cleveland. Yes, Kyrie made the dagger 3 which won the game, but behind the scenes, something is brewing. Kyrie is not happy being the second fiddle to LeBron. He thinks he could do more, be more of himself and still be successful. Kyrie wanted his own team, and that's okay. There's no harm there for a player, a superstar, wanting a different environment, a new challenge. So during the summer of 2017, Irving asks for a trade, and ultimately his wish gets granted and he goes to the Boston Celtics. Oh, what a heist of the century for Danny Ainge. He gets Kyrie, at the time a 4-time All-Star, a scoring machine, a wizard with the ball, and gives Cleveland a broken down Isaiah Thomas and a first-round pick. Boston starts slow. Kyrie is horrible from the field in the first 2 games, but then the Celtics go on a 16-game win streak and everything is great again. Along the way, Kyrie has a 47-point night and everything is wonderful. Then a couple of losing streaks and through 67 games, Boston is 45-22. A very good record indeed. Kyrie plays in 60 out of possible 67 games, and with Kyrie on the court, Boston is 40-20. Also very good. It seems like Boston is on its way to another NBA championship. All they needed was Kyrie. But then, boom. Kyrie has to have a season-ending knee surgery. So what happens now, without their biggest star? What happens is Boston goes 10-5 over their last 15 games and finishes the season as the 2nd best team in the Eastern Conference. Without their superstar, Boston makes all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they lose to LeBron and Cavaliers in 7 games. But every fan in Boston is left wondering, what if we had that one more superstar who can make a shot, drop a defender? So with high hopes, everyone is expecting the next NBA season. Kyrie will be healthy, Boston will be even better with a year of experience for Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. There's no more Cleveland with LeBron leaving for the Lakers, so it's the year of the Celtics, yada yada yada. But Boston wasn't better. They go 49-33 for the season, and with Kyrie in the lineup, their record is just 37 wins and 30 losses. But more importantly than the record, everyone on the Celtics seems to be regressing. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and others aren't the same players they were in the playoffs last year without Kyrie. And while having a superstar on your team obviously will take away some opportunities for others, they still should be better. A lot of reports came out of Boston. Kyrie wants out, Kyrie is not too anxious to join team activities, a lot of times grumpy, sad, not in mood, a loner. That's not a good vibe for a person who just 2 years ago felt he's a leader, like he should get more opportunity and his own team. Teammates aren't happy, the organization isn't happy, and Boston is out of the playoffs in just the second round. A total domination from the Bucks, and Kyrie is awful in that series shooting wise. Ultimately, Kyrie walks away from Boston in the free agency to join the New York, the Brooklyn Nets. See, I almost said it, Knicks fans, I almost said it. He joins KD in Brooklyn, but Durant is obviously out with the Achilles injury, so Kyrie will have a full year of being the lone superstar there. And so far, it hasn't been good. Kyrie gets he's currently out with shoulder injury, but before the injury he was having his best scoring year. But opposed to Kyrie's individual success, the team suffers. His team just loses. And I've already talked about it before, as well as asked you that question on this channel's community tab. Like, what's wrong with Brooklyn? Last year, even though they weren't championship contenders by any stretch of the imagination, they were a fun team. They were in the playoffs. A lot of rookies played good. They seemed to have fun with one another, and the chemistry of the team was off the charts. And God forbid my slow mind, I figured it out. There's been one common denominator to all these teams who have failed or haven't reached their expectations. Oh, and by the way, Celtics without Kyrie Irving are doing pretty good right now. And the common denominator is Kyrie Irving. When he's playing, he's great. He gets his points, assists, hits amazing shots, but the team just doesn't have the same chemistry. And Brooklyn is the latest organization to figure that out. There was a strong leader in Cleveland in LeBron, but Boston and right now Brooklyn doesn't have those. And as much as Kyrie wants to be the man on the team, maybe it is amazing, it is good for some highlights, but that type of formula just doesn't bring a championship. And the worst part is, it's been just a few months in Brooklyn, and there are already reports about Kyrie's attitude, unwillingness to do certain things, and while we can't 100% approve these reports, we sure see one thing. The Brooklyn Nets team without him plays better, and they actually look like a team. What do you think, guys? Is Kyrie Irving the ultimate team killer? Why does it seem that wherever he goes there's something going on behind the scenes and the team as a whole just doesn't perform? Please leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Like the video, share it, enable bell notifications, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is Purple Prince, and I'm out.